Hey, what's up everybody? Chris back for another Proto Tech Tip, and for this week I'm going to go through a few key design considerations for optimizing the geometry of your machined parts. Now, we all know how important CNC machining is in custom manufacturing, so it's going to be crucial to understand how to precisely create intricate parts and enclosures. At Protocase and Protocase MFG, we can create fully finished CNC machined parts in just 2 to 3 days, and as always, there's no minimum order requirements. Now, before getting into the machining phase of the manufacturing process, it's essential to consider several key factors for optimizing CNC part geometry during the designing phase. This will ensure greater efficiency and better quality for your machined parts. So first and foremost, let's talk about the material selection. Keep in mind that different materials react differently under the same machining conditions. So it's best to pick materials that are easier to work with using the tools available. You can get in touch with your Protocase or Protocase MFG account manager to know more about the tools that we have on hand. And of course, we're always happy to order additional tooling if your project requires it, for an additional lead time and an additional cost. We can machine aluminum, cold rolled steel, stainless steel, and plastics. So let's compare these materials and explore how their properties can influence your selection process. Aluminum is highly machinable, lightweight, and corrosion resistant, making it the ideal choice for projects with tight deadlines and budget constraints. Cold-rolled steel, while strong and durable, can be more challenging to machine than aluminum, but offers greater structural strength. Now, stainless steel is tougher to machine than aluminum and cold-rolled steel. It's often used in applications where durability is absolutely crucial. Meanwhile, plastic is easy to machine, but has to be handled carefully to avoid any deformation. Now, another key consideration is geometric complexity. While CNC machines can handle complex geometries, keep in mind that simple designs can lead to shorter machining times, which then translate to lower costs. But at the same time, you definitely want to make sure that you don't compromise on the part's functionality. Symmetrical parts are easier to machine, they need fewer steps, and there's a less possibility of errors. Plus, symmetry helps spread out the material removal evenly and makes it simpler to set up fixtures to hold the part during machining. Now, at Protocase, before the machining process, our engineering team evaluates each of the designs using our internal complexity rubric. To help you get a deeper understanding of this rubric, we have a comprehensive guide that goes through the factors influencing the complexity levels of your part. We've added a link to this guide in the description below so you can download it for yourself. Next up, let's discuss tolerances. So, in simple terms, tolerance refers to the degree of accuracy in the manufacturing of a part. We have a dedicated section on tolerances available on our website. Again, you can find that link in the description below. Our tolerances are the limits for dimensional variation that we can tolerate before a part is considered out of spec. In many cases, we can tighten these up, and we're happy to discuss your specific tolerance requirements and find a solution that meets your needs without sacrificing our fast timelines. So please, if you have a project that you want to go over with our engineering and design services team, just contact your account manager. They'll be happy to set up a call to go over your 3D models. Wall and floor thickness is another important consideration. The thickness of these features on a CNC milled part will dictate the rigidity of a part. This is an important consideration for the part's structural integrity and functionality. Features that are too thin relative to their overall size can result in issues such as chatter, out-of-tolerance parts, and actually potential material breakage. On the other hand, thicker walls will reduce costs as you don't need to remove as much material. Plus, the part stays more rigid for machining. When a part is machined, it must be rigid enough to withstand the forces from the tooling that's needed to create the features. Now, moving on to other considerations, look out for features and processes that add complexity. You should consider if you need features like overhangs or undercuts. These can be complicated and expensive to machine. You'll want to redesign these features to be more accessible or use alternative manufacturing techniques for a simpler, more smoother process. Holes and slots can also add complexity. If possible, move holes or slots to the same face to achieve a faster and less complex machining process. Inside corner radii can also affect machining quality and time too. Using the largest radii possible in pockets will increase surface finish quality and reduce machining costs. We do have a blog which dives deep into the concept of corner radius in CNC machining, and it will help you choose the ideal corner radii for your requirements and budget. You can find the link in the description below. Finally, let's talk about pockets. Deeper pockets can be challenging to machine due to limited tool reach and potential for tool deflection. To overcome these issues, limit the depth of pockets or consider splitting the depth into multiple steps if the design allows. By paying attention to these key considerations, you can ensure that your CNC part geometry is optimized for machinability. This will lead to efficient, cost-effective, and higher quality finished parts. If you still have questions, our CNC Engineering and Design Services team can help. Get in touch to talk about your design requirements by sending an email to info@protocase.com. And if you work in aerospace, the email is info@protospacemfg.com. Well, that's it for today. Remember to check out our YouTube channel for more tech tips on a variety of topics. Also, be sure to subscribe so that you never miss our future tech tips released every Tuesday. So thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.